Welcome back to the Added Time pod. It's not even the podcast; it's the YouTube. It might be on a podcast as well, though. Who knows? With us these days, we are back after a long hiatus, as we usually do. This one not as long as previous 2-year ones, but a few months is good enough for us to recharge the batteries for some Euro 2020 content. Of course, Harry and James with me. I'm Tiers. If you haven't known, we're just going to get right into some Euro 2020 predictions. We're going to try and have a joint one here, although we may have different calls, but we're going to have to agree all together what we think. And let's just get right into it,
Yeah,
lads. Group A,
let's go.
Harry, talk to me about the favourites Italy, and do you think they're top?
I am going to go with Italy top, but you know what? I really fancy Turkey. I think they've
Yeah,
got an unreal squad. They've
me
got
too.
Yilmaz up top, famously just won Ligue 1 with Yazici, if I'm saying his name right.
Yeah,
Cam, I think I'm butchering his name.
yeah.
He's
I'll
a
get
good
back to
player.
that one.
Their centre backs are great, obviously Soyuncu. I think they've got a very Kalanoglu. They've got a very solid squad.
Are you
So yeah,
talking about that
definitely
that
Italy.
Kushlu from West Brom?
No, he plays for Lille and he's a Cam. He's called Yazici.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a
yeah,
right.
Yusuf Yazisha, yeah, I see.
Yeah, I'm probably. You just named
Yeah,
another good
yeah.
player, so they've got.
I
I
mean,
think they've got very. I definitely fancy them over Wales.
Çalhanoğlu, Under, and of course we've got a back two of Demiral and Soyuncu. I think is pretty formidable. Of course, Dervisoglu in there as well. James, are you against putting Italy top though? I think they got a really good team.
I've gone Italy top, Turkey second.
All right, we're all agreeing on that.
Italy under.
We're all agreeing on that. We don't need to speak too much. This is where it gets interesting. Switzerland or Wales for that third spot. For me, Wales don't look good at all. I mean, they've got a very young team, the likes of Nico Williams, Chris Mepham in there. I just don't think it's a
Red
great
card the
squad.
other day for both of them.
Exactly, Gareth Bale meant to be the talisman and Aaron Ramsey. They've been so inconsistent over the last few years. I don't think they can carry them. And Switzerland have just got, they're just a classic good squad. I mean, what do you think, lads?
Joe Allen, the answer to all their prayers.
Switzerland, they were always getting carried by oh my god, I can't think of his name. Plays for Liverpool. This is really
Shaqiri.
embarrassing. The winger. Yeah,
Shaqiri,
he was always carrying them, but then obviously he's not as formidable as he used to be. So I'm pretty unsure on Switzerland, to be honest.
Yeah, they've just got a decent
so I'd
squad,
maybe go Wales ahead.
Listing some of their good players,
Yeah.
they've got Jan Sommer in goal, Akanji who plays for Dortmund, Elvedi, really good Mönchengladbach defender, and Barbu from Wolfsburg. They've got Mbolo up front as well. I think there's a bit of an underrated side, but what do you
he's been good
think?
for Mönchengladbach.
Yeah. What are we going here, James?
This is a tight one.
Am I the decider? I'd have got Wales going in third, but
Wow.
I'm happy to put Switzerland there.
What are you saying, Harry?
Let's go for the upset. Switzerland first.
We're going for Switzerland.
Oh,
I'm also going for. Yeah,
Wales' defense is terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Moving into this group, of course, we're all likely to have Belgium running away with it, but I don't think it's going to be as easy. I think Denmark are a bit of a dark horse for the competition. In all honesty, their squad is magnificent.
Champions League winner in there at centre back,
Exactly, they've just got a solid team all round. The likes of Eriksson in there, Dolberg, Yusuf Poulsen, the Brentford boys, Matthias Jensen, Christian Norgard, Højbjerg. I just think it's a good squad overall. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. So what do you think, lads? Are they going to upset Belgium?
Nah, second.
I don't know though. You're forgetting about the Russian doping scheme, so you can never count them out.
Are we going to go for Denmark second though?
Yeah, go on. We'll give it to you, Tiers. I know.
And then here's the interesting one: Finland or Russia for that third. I think that Hasbulla up front for Russia, he might do some bits for them.
I hate that guy. Marcus Forster's going to do it for Finland. They're going to.
I fancy the Pookie party here. I mean, Russia just terrible side. I mean, they lost 5-0 to Serbia in their recent results, and Serbia lost to Scotland in the qualifiers. So What are we saying?
Yeah, but didn't they just get to the quarters in the last tournament in the World Cup?
Yeah,
No, they were the
very.
hybrids.
I
Yeah,
don't know, but ever since then they've been very bad.
Mm.
Agreed.
But
Agreed.
apart from Force and Kuka, I'm not going to act like I know. They got Glenn Kamara as well.
Glenn Kamara, yeah, they do
Rangers.
have Glenn Kamara.
This is a
They've
bit
got
of a
they've got
tricky one, to be honest, 'cause
Haradecki in goal.
neither of them.
Yuri
Oh
Litmanen.
yeah,
He's good.
maybe I would go for Finland then. To be fair,
So are we going to go for the upset here with Finland in third?
Mhm.
Might not take them through. To be honest, I could see them both these sides losing all their games, then they'll just draw against each other, and none of them will go through. So, I mean,
That'd be a
I
shame.
have a
same
feeling.
with the Group A. To be honest, I don't see either of them going through.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. Here is where I'm going to get controversial with Group C. I don't think Netherlands top this one. I don't think they're very good. My one reason is Frank de Boer, probably one of the worst managers to ever grace the game. You look at some of his recent jobs. Crystal Palace got sacked after 5 games. Atlanta United, he had the MLS Cup winners, and he somehow got them to not even finish in the playoffs and got sacked. And now he's taken over this side from Ronald Koeman, and they just look. They lost to Turkey. They're not a very good squad. But what would you guys say?
Their players. Their players are still like Depay is just. I think he's class. Wijnaldum, you can't write them off. I don't think
I
you
don't
can
know.
write the Netherlands.
What are you saying? They don't
They
qualify.
are.
They just don't finish top.
I don't think they finished top. I'm quite a fan of Ukraine. I think they're a very well set up squad. Bit of Zinchenko.
But they haven't got that standout player that the Netherlands have to make different. Like they
I'm
don't
They
have.
Look,
I
I'm
like their
just
squad. They've got one player I can name.
Yarmolenko.
Stepanenko, the really old,
Yeah.
really old
Yeah,
CDM.
Yarmolenko's playing. He's balling out. But look,
That's true.
if I'm happy to still put Netherlands top if you guys don't see anyone overtaking them.
That group is awful. There's no way they don't top it.
Yeah, I'd agree if their group wasn't so weak. Like
Yeah.
I would probably agree if they had someone a bit more. Maybe I'd like fancy maybe a Denmark upset or something. But their other teams in their group are so poor.
Yeah.
that
Out of
it's-
Austria and Ukraine, who would you have second?
I've
Ukraine
got
just
Austria.
for me, Ukraine are just one of these international teams they drew with France, I think, in November. They've had other good recent results that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I just think they're a good squad overall. Austria coming off the back of not qualifying for the World Cup, and they finished bottom of the group in 2016 with the likes of Northern Ireland in it. However, they have got a good squad. I think who's it? Conrad Limer, Sabitzer, Alaba.
Baumgartlinger.
And Bartlinger, yeah. Baumgartlinger, is it?
Yeah, he's my favourite one.
Huh?
Bit of Ashley Barnes action.
I
Or is
don't
he-
think he's ever actually played. On another note, have you seen Ben Brereton plays for Chile now?
Yeah, I know. I was laughing at it. That was so funny.
That's a stretch.
In his comments, there's just all these like Chilean people like
Mm.
telling him to play for them. So
It's,
funny.
it's crazy. But lads, second place. Let's not write out Macedonia. They've just beaten Germany back in March away from home. Goran Pandev and Alioski in the squad.
Absolute ballers.
2-1 winners
They've
away
got
at
to be
Germany.
bottom. I'm not having that.
I've seen better squads on my walk round Aylesford in
Okay,
the morning.
okay,
I'll be
lads.
honest.
But who are we going second? I'd personally have Ukraine, but
You know what? I'm gonna vote. Yeah, I'm
Ukraine.
gonna vote Ukraine as well. To be honest,
Sorry, James.
Fine.
because they're always England play them whenever I've watched them.
Yeah, they're a tough team to beat. I think they'll do well. Okay, here's the big one, lads. Are we topping our group?
No.
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 Who
Let's not be-
tops it instead?
Let's not be silly here, okay? If we top the group, we're in big trouble anyway. So if
Yeah, the
anything,
thing
it's
is,
better
if we
finish second.
come second, it's an easier route. But I don't. Croatia, look.
And I don't think we win this. I don't think we win the group anyway.
But who's topping it though? Because Croatia's squad is just nowhere near what they had when they got to World Cup final. You know, Mandzukic has retired, Rakitic has retired. They got a good midfield, but other than that, it's not great. Subasic as well, the keeper. He's gone.
I don't fancy Croatia really.
No, no.
You know what? I fancy Scotland. That sounds
I-
awful.
Yeah, let's not discredit Scotland though.
Yeah, I think and because Scotland are playing their games at home that are against Croatia and Czech Republic. Czech Republic though, good squad as well. Souček and Soufal in there. And Patrick Schick, another good player. Thomas Callas,
Better check.
Chelsea loan boy. Petr Cech
Yeah.
not in the squad, unfortunately.
This is one of the harder ones to pick, definitely. We've got to go for England top. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Come on,
We should
patriotic.
be though.
We're
We
pulling
should, we
we're
should
pulling
as
rank
well.
on you here, James. You've been
I've
outvoted.
got Scottish blood.
Are we going
Scottish blood, they're
Scotland
winning it.
second though? Is the big question.
I actually fancy them to have a good
Fancy them?
tournament. I actually do.
And then I assume Croatia third.
Yeah.
Okay.
James
Tight
doesn't
group
seem too
though.
happy.
I think it's very tight our group, but I still expect
With
us.
Che Adams, in attack and Grant Hanley at the back, coming home.
Did you see? Have you watched the
Wrong way.
highlights? Gilmore was unreal in their game. Was it Luxembourg they played last
Get
night?
absolutely
I did
clattered by someone. I did see that.
You did? Gilmore.
Gilmore, yeah, he got
Yeah, no,
absolutely clattered.
I just saw on Twitter that all the Scotland fans were like, he has to start the first game. So, and I think they've got quite a few good young players. So, they've got some of the best fullbacks as well. You can't Tierney and Robertson. Like that's as good as it gets, really. You can't. So
And the good
I
thing for
fancy
them,
Scotland.
if they come second, they'll play second in Group E, this group here. Another controversial one for you here. I really fancy Sweden.
Not without Zlatan.
Oh, but
Whenever I've watched Sweden, they play the most boring defensive football. Like
I don't know. They're just
dunno.
very good internationally. Made it to the World Cup quarter-final last time.
I really just got to hold out on
you
these.
can't write off.
And Sweden actually beat France, I think. No, not France. Spain in March, I think it was. Which is interesting. Or it was very
Yeah.
recent.
Do you know what? I fancy Spain. I think they've got a really good squad. Actually,
I don't
as
know.
it goes, I think they've got quite a few hidden. I like Jared Moreno or Oyarzabal. I think I pronounced that right. I think they've got a few players.
Let's get a Scandinavian.
They've got Laporte in the squad now as well. But
Yeah.
you know, they've dropped a lot of the old guard, you know, Busquets, Ramos. Well, Busquets is out because of COVID actually. Well, actually, did you see? Because Busquets has got COVID, they're all isolating for 10 days now or something.
Oh, really? Oh,
Which is
that might
actually-
disrupt them a bit.
Yeah, it's thrown everything into a bit of jeopardy. Let's not rule out Poland as well, you know,
dunno.
Lewandowski.
Yeah, Lewandowski. When you've got a player of that caliber, yeah, you can't
What-
you can't rule someone out with that.
What I
good
am certain of here, lads, is
player of that caliber.
Slovakia last, surely.
Dare you?
Are we agreeing with that?
100%.
Yeah.
But have some bloody respect.
Being carried by
100%.
Skriniar. I mean, I don't think you can say Hamzik is a good player anymore, considering he's played for like Gothenburg or something. Yeah.
On their day, best team in Europe, mate.
Oh
God,
God.
knows.
Yeah.
Someone said-
So what are we saying, guys? Is Spain top for you guys still?
Yeah.
Okay. If they don't finish top though, then I'll just
Well,
say.
or do we just go for a really controversial one?
Fuck it. Slovakia top, why not?
That's definitely not. Who would you say top, guys? Let's just put in our votes. I'm saying Sweden top.
Oh, Sweden aren't even second, mate. It's definitely Spain.
Okay. Harry, what's your defining vote for top?
I mean, my head's saying Spain, but my heart's saying Sweden.
And what's what's the final vote?
What is going on?
Let's go with Spain. Come on, let's be sensible.
I think the
Thing is,
votes.
though, James,
What's these little IKEA loving? What is going on?
there is going to be upsets, though. We just predict
Yeah,
all the
okay.
favourites.
I will actually show you guys. I mean, the last Euros, I think Hungary topped the group with Portugal, Wales topped the group with England, and Croatia topped the group with Spain. So I'm just saying it's not all going to be just the big teams topping the groups.
Well, I think Scotland's a good one for second, but like most of the way we picked like the best teams,
Yeah.
so I think there is going to be one shocker.
I think Netherlands.
That
Sweden
group's got
win.
potential compared
Ne-
to
Netherlands
Sweden win
and
that
Spain.
group. You get a trip to IKEA on me if Sweden win that group.
That's in writing now.
Brilliant.
Right.
That's a deal. I'm gonna hold you.
Let's finish up with the group of death. This one is going to be hard to predict. I'm going to throw out there and say France have surely got
Group's
to top
actually a
this.
joke. Yeah, they're the
Do you
best
agree?
team by a mile. They're 100%.
That's 2 votes, James. So you don't even get to say anything.
Okay, fine.
But you
fine.
can throw out who you think's going to be second. I've just watched the first half of Germany v Latvia. Germany winning 5-0, although Latvia are the 130th ranked team in the world. So take with that what you will. I'm sure Harry is going to be watching those 3 Champions League winners in the Germany team with a keen eye.
I
Do you-
will. I'm
I
looking forward to
thought
seeing
we were
Havertz.
going for an
I think-
upset, you know.
Portugal's squad, though, I think is pretty good. There's barely any weak spots apart from whoever's going to be next to Ruben Diaz in centre back, because I think it's probably Pepe or Jose Font, which is
He was bloody good in the Champions League, mate.
Was he? What, when they lost to Chelsea?
Pepe was bloody good. He was their only good player.
Do you think he can last in a tournament like this after the season that's just been?
No, but I also don't think Jordan Henderson can. That's for another story.
Well, what are we saying, guys? I'd go Portugal second, personally.
So Hungary, they're going to go in fearless, and they're going to take it to the big boys.
So are you going Hungary second?
I am going Hungary second.
Szoboszlai.
Exactly that.
All right, Harry, got 1 vote for Portugal, 1 vote for Hungary. Your decider. Who's going for?
Know what to do. You know what to do.
It's in France.
The suspense is killing me.
For second place.
This is so tricky. I'd go Germany.
Oh, so we're all tied.
It's just all gone different teams.
Oh, this one's so hard. But imagine, I could just see France just playing awful and Germany and Portugal getting through. It's like
Definitely.
it could be any of them.
I could
Like,
see France turning it on for the knockouts, but not doing very well in the groups.
Right, fine. We'll knock Hungary out, and we'll go for Portugal. My boy Ronaldo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we
I
going
mean,
Germany third
this
then
will-
and
this-
Hungary fourth?
Yeah. I think they'll all go into the knockouts though in that group.
Yeah.
100%.
So those are our groups, and now it's time to pick the best third place teams. We thinking Germany are going to get through?
Yes.
You think of like who else is in the group, of course. I mean, you'd expect 3 points to take you through. So you think who's
I
going to
fancy
get a win?
Finland.
Finland to beat Russia and go through?
Yep.
Would you think Austria,
Poland.
to beat Slovakia? Yeah, definitely. And this one's hard, you know.
Switzerland surely get a dub in that group.
But then surely
No?
Austria beat North Macedonia.
Yeah, that's true. Austria, I reckon, put them through. Put them through, the boys. Baumgartling are pulling it home for the Austrian boys.
Very, very interesting. So Croatia and Switzerland knocked out. It's time for the knockout stages. We've got some tasty games here, lads. So the first one would be Belgium v Germany. What are we saying?
Christ.
Germany.
I think
Yeah,
Germany
Germany.
beat Belgium.
Yeah. Too efficient though.
Interesting.
This
you know?
is I have got some Chelsea bias in the German one, I can't lie, but
Yeah, potentially. I think whoever goes through is going to have a very
Belgium's
hard game.
defence is so dead.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very old, isn't it, Vertonghen? But then Germany are playing a very strange team with like they're playing 3 at the back as well, so there'll be 2 3 at the backs against each other. It'll be interesting. Thing is, with Germany, I don't think
And
they
it's
have.
like Hazard is really in the team.
Yeah, the thing is, in these games, I think a big striker could turn up, and that is Lukaku. For Germany, they don't really have that because I mean, Werner's not really gonna be the one. Maybe Thomas
Havertz,
Müller,
mate.
but Havertz, I don't know. I don't. He does. I think he plays on the
Champions
wing.
League winning goal, mate.
He plays on the wing for Germany though, so he's not
What
going to
about
get that
Miroslav
like.
Klose?
Yeah.
He retired, unfortunately. So what are we going to go for here, guys?
I'm going Germany.
I'm going
actually,
Germany.
Germany. Okay. Okay. Are we expecting Italy to
Yeah.
beat Ukraine?
No.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm agreeing with that. Sorry, James. France v Finland. What a game this will be, eh?
France,
Love how me and
has
Harry
to
said yes straight away on the first one, and he's debated it for about half an hour. Oh, I say no.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Say no more.
what's-
Say no more.
Right.
Zinchenko, he may be having a child, but I mean, that's about as far
Oh,
as
no.
it goes. Were you thinking
What a
France going to
blinder
beat
as well, by
France
the
going
way.
to beat Finland?
Yeah, why
You'd
not?
expect them to. Here's where it gets
Charity
interesting.
vote.
The other,
For
not
for
too
a
long
play
ago.
for a place in the
lost.
court. So I want to take a minute here. So if we finish second in our group, we could have Sweden.
Wait, didn't
But if we finish top, we could have Portugal. So this is where it's just like, do we just throw it and finish second?
Well, I'm wondering who you guys are going to support if we get Sweden.
lads?
You know,
Lads,
honestly, state of these
didn't
meatball
Force-
lovers.
didn't Force didn't
What?
Force scoring a Finland win against France?
He
Why are
did,
we
yeah.
writing Finland off so quick?
Oh,
Why,
I don't know.
Like, that could be the upset.
It
of
could
the
be.
tournament.
It
they
could
they
be.
do it again. They're in their heads.
So are we
No,
saying
we'll stick with France. I
Okay.
just wanted to bring that up. I just wanted to add, in case you guys want to change your mind.
Yeah, I'd expect Sweden to beat Scotland, but what would you
No,
guys say? You
No,
think
I'm
Scotland
having
would?
Finland.
You having Scotland,
Yeah.
James?
Yes.
I don't think you have a really
Meatball
real
loving,
real hate
meatball
for
loving
Sweden.
tossers.
We need to do a live stream for a Sweden game.
Lyndon Dykes Barmy Army, mate. That's fine.
I think Austria beat Spain here.
No.
No. This is who we play in the next round, so can we just support Austria? So actually, we're not getting past Portugal, are we? So.
Nope. Not get that out of the group.
So we go in Spain then. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. No, or we could. Yeah, this be boring.
Here's where it gets interesting. England v Portugal. I mean, this is hard.
I mean, we're not, if they play their best, we're not going to beat them, are we?
Ready for this parallel universe? Right. Bernardo Silva gets Phil Foden sent off, goes on to score the winning
wow.
penalty for Portugal. Written in the stars.
This would be incredibly hard, but how are we going to go out in the last 16?
We are.
The thing is, like, you look at
Have you seen us in the warm-up games? We look terrible.
if
So
you look
bad.
if we beat Portugal though, the route to the finals there, because I think we're a better team than Spain. I think we're a better team than Netherlands, Poland, Turkey, or Denmark. So I think the route to the finals there, we just got to get past this Portugal team.
Yeah.
But I don't see much optimism from you guys.
No.
That Portugal team is an actual joke. It's so good. They're stacked. Like
Yeah.
every position's good. Maybe their centre backs against Kane might be a bit of an issue for them.
Yeah, I think
Like,
what is it? They play
back-
like Ronaldo and João Felix up front. João Felix is always
Yeah,
flattered to
with
deceive me,
Bernardo.
but we know about that he does have a lot of potential. Ronaldo is someone obviously. I
Jota?
think it could depend. Yeah, Jota. I think it could depend on what Ronaldo turns up. He is a big
Yeah.
game man, so
I'd say the same one that turns up in every big game, I'd assume.
Last Euros though, he was so good.
exactly.
Or was it the
But-
World Cup when he scored
Yeah.
the hat-trick in Spain?
But Portugal have also they've had their
Let's go for England.
yeah. I mean, this is a Portugal team that would losing to Luxembourg at one stage.
3 lines on the shirt, mate.
I've got to
support them.
go for England. I think we do them. Let's take into account this is also going to be at Wembley, basically a home game.
Yeah, that does count.
It does
Massively.
work for a lot. James, we're going for it. I'm sorry, you got to be more positive than that. This is where I think
Do I?
the first shock could come into play, because I think Poland could have Netherlands here.
Is that a shock?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
You happy with that? Well, that was
I'm-
Sounds
that was
like
happy
Dermot
with that.
O'Leary, the X Factor.
that was an easy
correspondent.
one. And this would be a really good game. This is actually where this is the Amsterdam game. Wow, I was seeing my Denmark boys. But this is
Cool,
going.
way to rub it in.
I think
Way to
these
rub
are,
it in.
Yeah, thanks.
these are two
Taurus.
these are two dark
Who's the
horses.
president of the Netherlands? Mick Joker. How dare he?
Mick Joker.
And me from the country.
This,
Oh.
yeah. This is a real look at this. If they get through, it's Poland in the quarters for a place in the semis.
I can't go what you just said.
What, Mick Joker?
No, you going, Harry, you could have had an absolute cracker there, mate. Shame you're not bloody there, though, isn't it?
Thanks.
Look, there's the accidental partridge.
Well, you know, yeah.
For me, I think Denmark are just an overall better side than Turkey.
Yeah,
I'd have to
put
say.
them through. Just put them through. Get that
No,
round over and done with.
What,
I'm
what-
voting for Turkey. That is my actual vote.
you think Turkey would? What would
Denmark.
you say? You think Denmark?
They're
I think
my underdog. So I've got a fancy them.
the 2 votes for Denmark take them through. Let's go back to the top. Germany v Italy. What a cracker this would be. This brings back memories of a Germany-Italy game a couple of years ago. You know, Balotelli ripped the shirt off. I'm not going to do it, but he did. And he scored a couple great goals that night. And yeah, there you go. I think Italy could do it again. They're just a solid team. They're built for this. Roberto Mancini could take them all the way. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Italy for me.
You
This
have to
is
agree?
a very hard one, though.
Yeah,
And
this would be very
yeah,
tight.
there's Chelsea players in each. But I
yeah.
think I'm going for Italy.
I'm going for a
I'm going Germany.
Jorginho pen win. And that takes Italy through.
Oh, the little hop, skip, and jump. Send them through.
Here's where oh wow. Sorry guys. This game gives me vibes of Belgium v Wales in the last Euros, the quarterfinal for a place in the semis. But who is going to be Scotland's Hal Robson-Kanu? Is it going to be Lyndon Dykes? Probably not.
Oh, Chadham's in attack. Grant Hanley at the back.
And Scott what is he? Sauce McTominay or something? What was Josh called?
McSauce.
McSauce, that's it.
Look, sauce. Look, sauce.
Do we or John McGinn screamer? Do we think any of this is enough to beat France for Scotland?
I mean, you just
No.
can't see past France, can you?
No.
You can't.
Yeah.
It's no good.
Although I think that Italy France.
Especially with Benzema.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that'd be a tasty game.
That this could go either way, this semi. But let's move on to another hard game for England. But I think again, if we beat Portugal, we beat Spain, I think. Would you not agree?
Yeah, with the momentum. And would this be
No, this would be
again?
our only away one. This would be in Rome, I believe. Yeah, in the Stadio Olimpico.
Oh, it's neutral venue anyway, so yeah, I've got to go with us. If we're beating Portugal, we've got to be seeing
Yeah.
off Spain.
About the boys. About the boys.
I'd have to agree. And here, who would play us in the semis, Poland or Denmark? Again, I've said it. Denmark are my dark horses. They look really good.
I love a bloody Puma trainer, but I also love a pastry. So I'm going Denmark.
Harry, what would you say?
Yeah,
You wouldn't argue
I
against
mean-
that?
I don't think Poland have enough all-round quality compared to
No.
Denmark. They're a more solid squad, aren't they? Denmark.
No.
I'd probably go Denmark.
No, Thomas Delaney to bag the winner. And that would just be the semi-final of absolute horror for me. But let's talk about that later. A semi-final between Italy and France. I mean, who would you guys back here? I'm assuming France are most people's favourites, but I think Italy definitely are underrated sides. I think they've only lost one game since Mancini's come in. They've just got a really solid spine, you know, Donnarumma, Nicola Barella, really good player, you know, Jorginho in the midfield as well. And I think this could be a mobilised tournament. I've always rated him and feel like he could turn up.
Forget about Chiesa. What a player.
When they've got
Yeah, exactly. Chiesa, not really good young
Insigne.
player. Insigne, yeah. Belotti, all these
But
brilliant
France-
players.
Can name who you
Verratti,
want, France. to win
Verratti
it.
in midfield as well. But yeah, can you see past France is the problem.
No,
The thing is, though, I don't fancy France to win the Euros. So
no, because we'll beat them in the final, mate.
I fancy. I'm going to vote Italy, but I know you're both going to vote
I
France.
agree. I
So,
think Italy are a bit. I think they could do this.
yeah, I'm
I'm
going
going to
go for
agree.
Italy.
I'm going to agree. Italy through to the final.
The momentum they'd have from beating big game against Germany as well.
And now, am I Switzerland in this argument?
I mean, we've got to be beating Denmark, haven't we? Bloody
We did lose to them.
No, it'd be just like us to lose.
We did lose to them at home at Wembley back in, I think it was October, 1-0. I think Harry Maguire got sent off, gave away a penalty, and they just defended and won 1-0 in the end. I think
this would be an Iceland special, wouldn't it?
yeah, this would be the classic. Again, though, this is at home. Like, surely by then there might be close to 90,000 crowds. You know, the momentum of it's coming home, beaming around the stadium. You think surely we've got to do this.
We've got to go last into the final, haven't we? Like, how have England got to the final?
I'm going to vote Denmark to give James the final vote.
I'm going for a Simon Kjær own goal, 90th minute. England go through.
Wow, Simon Kjær, and this would be a final: Italy v England. Andrea Bastoni v Tyrone Mings. Who are we having?
Italy.
Italy, yeah. I think I can't vote us to win the tournament and then it happens. So
Well, I think it's just bad luck if we say we're going to win as well.
exactly. We've got to go in with low expectations, even though we've said we're getting to the final.
Expectation. Oh my god.
So for added time, Italy are our winners, everyone. I mean, I think it's a hot take, personally, because I think I've seen everyone go for France or Belgium. And we got
fallen if you go for France, though.
exactly.
There's going to be a shock.
You know,
It's gonna
Italy, the defensive football is going to take them. You know, a quick word, guys. Who's he going to be a Golden Boot winner?
Well, if we're going Italy to the final and England, maybe
Yeah.
maybe Kane. A
then
Mobley.
Harry
France-
Kane to pump
yeah.
Harry Kane to pump a token 6 past Czechoslovakia and win the Golden Boot.
Yeah, you got to think who some of these people are playing in the group stages. Like they might be playing some absolute bums, and someone's just going to bag something. That's basically how Kane won the Golden Boot at the World Cup. He just scored a hat trick against Panama.
How dare you discredit that?
Lukaku's got to be up there, hasn't he? Really, he's got to be.
I mean, if he's going out on the round of 16 for us, then
Yeah, I'm gonna go Immobile.
yeah,
As my...
yeah. I think you can't argue against Kane.
Wild card, I'm going Werner.
Oh
Ooh.
wow, okay, that really is a wild card. But anyway, added time. What do we call you? The added timers. Thank you for watching. We're going to be back just all the time, shoveling content down you.
Drop your winners down below.
Just going to be talking about England. Hopefully, we won't get James on for that. You know, the horrible non-English Scottish man over there. But yeah, drop your comments. I'm actually going to be posting some daily blogs as well, so I'll put that in the description. And you guys just enjoy life.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
we're gonna do a live stream. At some
Exactly
point.
for the Sweden-Poland game.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Goodbye.